Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wild Rumya, back with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahara Kakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, Akim and Aqua, the 144,000 and the one-third man, women, and children that will escape the judgments of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. As everybody been buzzing over the last couple days, over this Miami Mall incident, where they said they seen aliens, which we know there's no such thing as alien. Basically, alien just means foreign. But you're gonna have angels appear, man, in these last days, and it's in the scriptures it's going into these angels coming on the earth, man. Even Yahushua spoke of the angels coming on the earth, man, and we know angels appear in chariots, but they're gonna actually appear physically as well, man, just like they did in the time of Egypt. So let's get these videos. I got a couple of them lined up, and we'll get these videos, and then we'll get to the scriptures. Now check these videos out, man. And we can't say, I wasn't there, so I can't say what was there, what will happen, and all of that stuff. We just going by what people have seen, and what the the news media pretty much letting come out. But let's get to
it. We finally have an eyewitness to that Miami Mall alien event. Here we go.
So, since nobody's gonna talk about it, I figured, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was down in Miami for the New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, I got a little timeshare. We was down there on a like a mini vacay, just to start the New Year's off right. So anyway, we happened to be at that mall. So we had Foot Locker or whatever. Next thing you know, you start hearing all this commotion outside, sound like firecrackers or something. So, you know what I'm saying? I grab her close. I'm like, yo, we about to get up out of here, because I originally thought that they were shooting. You know what I'm saying? I thought, some type of gunfight had broke out, whatever the case is, because we're not familiar with Miami, we're not familiar with the city. So I'm like, damn, I ain't even got my blick. So you know what I'm saying? We about to swerve. Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like, we just see all these people running, like, fat chicks, old ladies, like, I'm talking about moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, old people even move. I'm talking about moving. So, my girl, she's like, what's going on? I'm like, fuck all that. We out. Like, I'm not going to ask no questions. We just going to follow the crowd. Next thing you know, real, like, gunshots start going off. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, yo. No cap. I look back. It looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they was solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots. Like, these dudes start firing at this shit. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to like detain these people, whatever. But me and my girl, we ended up just.
I mean, in these, like I said, we don't know for sure. We don't know what happened, so we just going by what, saying people have seen that was there, man. But the thing is, these angels are going to appear physically, man. And we just give you accounts of what's happened in the scriptures in the ancient world, in the time of Egypt, just as well as going to happen here in Babylon the Great, which is Egypt all over again. So, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to decipher what he said, what he's seen, if he was Project Bluebeam. That's not for us to even go into, you know what I'm saying, to see if this, that, try to dissect everything. Because either people that's trying to dissect every little thing and trying to disprove it are the ones that's going to be judged in the end times, man. When all hell breaking loose, they're going to be judged because they're going to try to figure out what's going on instead of trying to get your ass up out of there. You see what I'm saying? Well, you really, if you're a 230, you can't escape it anyway. But the thing is, if you trying to make sure everything is correct, man, you're not paying attention to the bigger picture, man. Because we at the end, man. We at the end. Now check this out, man. Dude, the guy you seen in the first video, this is the same video, but he kind of recanted what he said, man. But those like the appearance of all those over 300 police officers detaining people, taking them into brief them on what happened, what to say and what not to say. They do have a what you call that, a man in black, man in black, they say, you know what I'm saying, where they, well, you know, strange object or something is seen, they'll come and visit you, you know what I'm saying, we know that, you know what I'm saying, but the thing is, we're in the end, man. You're gonna see a lot of strange activity here very soon, man, and this right here might be the start of it. Now check this video out.
No cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time. Like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start.
So that was the guy talking about the creatures that were in Miami. He said that last night, and this morning he said this.
I ain't never even been to Miami. Shit, yo, y'all be bugging. Yo, real shit though, y'all stay away from them fucking aliens and all that. Y'all be safe.
One or two things happen here, ladies and gentlemen. Either this grown man is very bored and has nothing else to do but lie on serious situations, or this grown man got paid a visit. And based off his comments, a lot of people are thinking the same exact thing. Believe it or not, there are still people who think that hundreds and hundreds of Miami cop cars came out because teenagers were fighting. How blind can you be? This many cop cars don't come out because of teenagers fighting. The Miami airport does not get shut down because teenagers are fighting. Black helicopters do not come out because of teenagers fighting. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. Wake up.
So, like I said, we ain't trying to figure out if it happened or not. But like he said, they wouldn't shut down the airport. They wouldn't shut down the damn. They wouldn't shut down the airport. And they wouldn't have black helicopters surrounding the area, man. And they said it was a no-fly zone over the mall as well, man. So, like I said, it ain't for us to figure out. It's just for us to look to the scriptures and bring out what the information we know through the scriptures. But we're paying attention to what's going on around us, man. And we don't want to get caught up in the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So like I said, man, we're living in those times, man. The Lord is finna bring great destruction on the earth. And we just have to pay attention and be mindful of the things that's coming on the earth, man. Because you can't make people get this, man. There's no way. You're going to have people say, oh, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't come like that. You know how it is. But you got to let them be who they're going to be at the end of the day, because the judgment is coming regardless if you believe it or not. We're at the end if you believe it or not. The Lord's going to bring strange apparitions on the earth if you believe it or not. Now check this video. It's going into this. I ain't going to the same the mall incident, but it's going into what's going on in Florida, man. Now check this out.
TikTok, everybody on Instagram, I want y'all to know this shit, bro. In Miami, right, they got some weird shit going on in the skies, bro. I swear to God, I was just outside and I just seen a UFO, bro, and that shit started moving. And look, y'all see the chemtrails in the sky and shit, right? Bro, they're trying to cover the sky up, yo. Because look, last night, my friend had sent me a video. Y'all gotta watch that shit.
This is serious. Pay attention. There's some shit going on. Look, he just sent me this shit. This guy Miami.
Cherry right here.
This is what I just seen today, bro.
Una nave, Mariana, te lo juro. Es una nave. Mariana, es una nave espacial. Mariana, es una nave.
Look, I zoomed in for y'all. He said everybody on the highway stopped and was taking pictures. Look at that shit. Yo, look. Wait, I was trying to focus on it. Wait. Yo, bro. Y'all see that shit?
Mariana, te lo juro. Es una nave. Mariana, es una nave espacial.
And see that cherry wasn't moving, man, because a lot of people said it was a balloon. So that's going to be to their destruction, man, because they're going to be too naive to see the sword coming, and that's why we warn you through the lessons, man. Pay attention, man. You might not think it is, but it might be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It may be. You know what I'm saying? Like a chariot, maybe a chariot, or it might be a angel. You know what I'm saying? It might be appear to bring judgment, man. So we're living in them times, man. You're going to have to believe the unbelievable. Even though we know the Project Blue Beam, we already know about that. We know that Esau has that technology. We know that these people can have mask on and being and portraying themselves to be something. So we know about all of that. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be vigilant. How you pronounce it? Vigilant about everything, man. We got to be paying attention to everything. Now check this video out. This is in Florida as well, man. So a lot of things are going on in Florida.
Here. Look.
Yo, what's going on in Florida, yo? 2024 just begun, and I got 4 videos of sightings of just weird happenings going on. She just cleaned her lens to make sure that what she's seeing is real. Check out these videos that I got lined up here. Bayside Mall. There's a few stories of what might have went down New Year's Eve in Miami. People are saying they spotted a 10-foot tall creature. There was supposedly a fight, and kids were running, and this is what somebody filmed from their balcony.
Florida is it. Look at this. This is Florida. Fort Walton Beach. I zoomed in, y'all. Let's see if we see anything. Look at that one. That looks like a portal.
Oh, this is the type of stuff we see in Florida.
Yo, that looks like baby Trump.
Yo, what the hell is going on here? You're telling me...
Baby Trump riding on a rocket.
Yo, what is that, man? Okay.
As you see it, man, just like I said, we don't know what really it is. But I noticed, like you said, or like I said, you notice, like the guy was saying, you notice they spraying all this shit in the air so you can't see in the heavens, man. They're overloading the heavens with I don't know if they'll flag you for saying it, but chemicals, man. They're putting them clouds up where you can't see the heavens. And I'm gonna start here. I'm just get a couple of encounters of strange apparitions, angels, demons. Just to show you that this is in the scriptures, man. This is Psalms 49. No, I'm gonna give Psalms 48. I mean 78. Salakia. It's Psalm 78, and drop down to verse. Look at that shit. As soon as I finna get started on it. Salakia, let me get to it, man. This is Psalm 78. And I'm gonna start at verse 41 and get down to it. Get the point on it. It says, this is Psalms 78:41. It says, yea, they turned back and tempted power and limited the Holy One of Israel. They remembered not his hand, and that's what America is doing now. I mean, Babylon the Great is not remembering the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy, how he had wrought his signs in Egypt. Just like he's finna do here, man. He says, and his wonders in the field of Zohan. And he had turned their rivers into blood. That's what he did in Egypt, man. He turned the water to blood. And their floods that they could not drink. He says, he sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs, and which destroyed them. He gave also their increase into caterpillars, and their labor unto the locusts. He destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore tree with frost. He gave up their cattle as to the hail, and their flock to hot thunderbolts. It says he casted upon him the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and troubled by sending evil angels among them. This is the time he did in Egypt, man. He sent evil angels among them as well as he destroyed them, man, slowly. And you can go back and read all of the judgments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, the 10 plagues on Egypt, and he's doing it again, man. But he sent those evil angels on them, just like he did in the ancient world, man. And he's going to do it again to Babylon the Great, man. Let's get that real quick. This is 2nd Esdras. Let me get it here. Get in the second Esdras. 2nd Esdras 15. And I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, man. And a lot of people, our people are going to die because they didn't believe, man. They didn't believe anything was going to happen. They thought Babylon the Great was going to go on and reign forever. That's totally opposite against the scriptures. He says, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues. See that? He will smite Egypt with plagues as before. See that? These judges and evil angels are going to come back on the earth again, man. Let me read verse 11 again, man, because what we seen in Miami might be the sign of things to come in 2024, man. 11 again, it says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And what's going to happen to Babylon the Great? It's going to be destroyed, man. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that power shall bring upon it, man. So the Lord got it out for Babylon the Great, man, which is Egypt reincarnated, man. Let's get that just to prove that we're living in Egypt once again. We're living in Egypt once again. This is Revelations 11. And let me get to it. This is Revelations 11 and verse 8. It says, and their dead bodies, which is the Israelites, shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. See that? This place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua was crucified. So Yahushua wasn't crucified in America. This is the place where he was exed out. He was taken out of the remembrance of the Israelites, man. So we're living in Egypt once again, Sodom and Egypt once again, man. And the Lord just said he's going to bring those same plagues in the ancient world back on Babylon the Great, man. And that's why we preach repentance to our people, to wake up out of this darkness and see the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because it's coming. It is coming, man. And this is Jeremiah. It's not Jeremiah. Ezekiel 9, and we always start at verse 4, but I want to get right. I'm going to start here. This is Ezekiel 9, and verse 3. It says, "And the glory of the power of Israel was going up from the cherubim," and we know the cherubim is the angel, because the angel set the mark on the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst of. And you see cherubim, a winged angelic being, described in biblical traditions as attending on God. It says it is represented in ancient Middle Eastern art as a lion or bull. So it's a cherubim is an angel. And let me get this in another translation just to even make it even plainer. I'm gonna get it in the Good News translation. But we know the cherubim is an angel. And the angel came down to put the mark on the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord, but he judged everyone else. And we know that's coming again. Good News translation, he says, "Then the dazzling light of the presence of power of Israel rose up from the winged creatures." So he's talking about the angels, man. The winged creatures. In Ezekiel, in Ezekiel 1, that the angels had wings as well, man. He describes the angels. And if you haven't read that story, man, you need to go back and read. I think it's in 1, Ezekiel 1 goes in and describes the angels. Good News translation again, it says, "Then dazzling light of the presence of power of Israel rose up from the winged creatures where it had been and moved it to the entrance of the temple. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua called to the man dressed in linen. He called to the man that was dressed in linen. Now let's go back to the King James Version and get the point. You can read it in that translation, but just get it in King James. So we know it was an angel that was having, let me read it again. It says, "In the glory of power of Israel was going up from the cherubim, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house, and called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn on his side. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." So the angel was told to go through the city of the children of Israel and put a mark on those that's going to be exempt. But in the same angel was also told this. It says, "And to the others he said, in my hearing, go after him through the city and through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity." See that? So this angel that went and marked the ones that's going to be exempt, and he judged those that wasn't exempt. And it describes exactly who was going to be destroyed, man. It says, "Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. And begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house." So the Lord had the angel put an exemption on the man that was going to be saved from destruction, but the other, he's told the angel to destroy. So you're gonna have different things happen in these coming times, man. A lot of judgment is going to go out, man. A lot of judgment is going to go out from the angels of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. So the Lord is going to bring some great judgment on the earth. And like I said, a lot of people are going to be skeptical. Oh, I ain't never heard that before. What are they meant for you to hear it if you ain't heard it by now? The Lord ain't dealing with you. And that's how you're going to know who the Lord is dealing with and who the Lord is not. Let me get a couple of encounters of the angels appearing in the time of the Maccabees. Let's get this one. I'm just going to hit a couple points. I'm going to have to get my lesson prepared for camp tomorrow. But I just want to hit a couple points just to bring just make it clear. This is 2 Maccabees 3, and I'm going to start at verse 22. It says, They then called upon the Almighty Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to keep the things committed of trust safe and sure for those that had committed them. Nevertheless, Heliodorus executed that which was decreed. Now, as he was there present himself with his guard about the treasure, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of spirits and the prince of all power caused a great apparition. So the apparition is an angel-like being or a ghostly figure. You know what I'm saying? Some definitions go into different. Let me get it to show you. Go into different definitions. I'm just going to get a quick definition for it. It says a ghost or ghost-like image of a person. You say spirit is some. I think I read another definition says angel figure. But just to make just make it plain, because the angels are going to appear like ghost figures as well, just like you've seen in the mall, man. Just like you've seen in the mall, it said 8 to 10 inches in height, man. But the thing is, the Lord sent this great apparition so that all that pursued to come in with him were astonished at the power of the Most High and fainted and were sore afraid, man. See, the Lord is going to bring these strange apparitions back down on the earth, man. These ghostly figures, which are angels. You might have an angel on the left-hand side. You might be an angel on the right-hand side, man. But if you have the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you're going to be protected, man. You're going to know what these things are, man. And more likely they won't come and harm you if you believe and have faith in the Lord, man. And that's why it's so important to call on the right name of the Lord, man. It's very important to call on the right name. Several, man, I don't want to make the lesson too long. I just want to hit a couple points. But yes, several scriptures that go into that, man. This is 2 Maccabees 5, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, about the same time, Antiochus prepared his second voyage into Egypt. And then it happened that through all the city, for the same space, it's like for the space almost of 40 days, there were seen horsemen running in the air, in cloth of gold, and armed with lances, like a band of soldiers. It's talking about angels, man. He says the troops of the horsemen in array, encountering and running one against another, they shaking of shields and multitudes of pikes. He says, and drawing of the swords, Salakia. It says, and casting of darts and glittering of gold ornaments and harness of all sorts. It says, wherefore every man prayed that the Amoritians might turn to good, man. So what they seen, they wanted to turn to good, man. The apparition. So, man, we living in the times, man, these strange apparitions are going to come on the earth, man. It's going to make a lot of people fear, man. It's like them people, it was like, shit, I can't get no phone out, man. We running for our lives. And that's what's going to happen, man. And we'll end it with Wisdom of Solomon 17, because it goes right into that. It goes right into that, man. What's coming on the earth, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17, and starting at verse 1, it says, For great are thy judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. See that? The people that don't believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, they're going to err from what's coming on the earth, man. They're not going to be prepared mentally and spiritually for what's coming on the earth, man. It says, for when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fluttered with the bonds of a long night. And that's what Esau's going to come. He's going to meet those apparitions firsthand. They oppressed the children of Israel. It's just like the Egyptians. And it's seen the judgments that was brung on the Egyptians for what they did to the children of Israel, man. The same judgment is going to come on Esau, Edom, and you 2/3 that don't believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. It says, laid their exile from the eternal province. It says, for a while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions, man. Strange apparitions, ghost-like figures, man, demons. It might be, like I said, be angels, man, appearing to them, man, and terrifying them. Because those angels don't look like what Esau thinks they look like, man. They don't look like white women and white babies. No, man. Ezekiel explains to you how those angels look, man. And we don't, we can't tell you how every angel look, man, but you never know, man, what's coming, man. That's the reason why we telling our people to repent and return to the Lord, man, because the same judgment that Esau is going to get, you're going to be getting the judgment too, man. Verse 4, it says, for neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, man. So nothing is going to keep you from the fear of the Lord, man. This time is coming. He says, but noise as the waters falling down sound about them, and sad visions appeared unto them. See that? Sad visions with heavy countenances. So the heavy countenances of them angels, man, they're going to appear to you look like demons or whatever, man. The Lord is going to torture you people, man, through the Spirit, because you didn't want to repent, man. You didn't want to return back to the Lord, man. So it's going to be sad visions appearing to you, man. heavy countenances of angels and demons and whatever the Lord brings to you, man. He says, no power of the fire might give them light. See that? Even in the time of Egypt, the fire of light could still wouldn't give them light, man. The Lord tortured them people, man. It says, neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night, man. So not even the stars could give the people light, man. It was that gross darkness over the people, man. Just like it says in Isaiah 60:1, man. That thick darkness is going to cover the earth, man. It says, only there appeared unto them a fire kindled in itself. Woo! Very dreadful. So it was a fire kindling in itself, man. Very dreadful, man. He says, for being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. So what the Lord tortured them with the different apparitions and fire burning in itself, man. You had other things in the background that you couldn't even see. But the things they couldn't see, but the things they could see was way more horrible than the things they couldn't see, man. So you know if you're in your house, man, you hear some shit run behind you, like, whoa, what is that? You're going to look back there and not see anything, man. You know, many scary movies go into shit like that, man. But this is coming to you personally. The Lord is going to bring a dreadful darkness upon you, man, in your household, man. He says, verse 7, it says, as for the illusions of art magic, they were put down. Their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace. So all the witchcraft is going to be taken down, man. He says, for they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul, they were sick themselves of fear. See that? Your pastors and you people you believe in the church, I'm a prayer warrior and all this philosophy you believe in, I'm going to call on the name of Jesus, and that's going to be taken down in that day, man. The Lord is going to be revealed to the true children of Israel, man. The elect of the children of Israel, man. Let me read that one more time, man. He says, for they that promised to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul were sick themselves of fear, worthy to be laughed at. See that? The people that you believe in, your pastor, your prayer warriors, they're going to be terribly afraid as well, man. They're going to be terribly afraid. And that's why we're telling you to call on the right name of the Lord, man. Call on the name and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Repent. Come out of these wicked harlot houses, these churches, and return back to your power, man. Verse 9, it says, it says, for through no terrible thing I did fear them. So like, let me slow down. It says, for though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being scared with beasts that passed by and the hissing of serpents, they died for fear, man. So this is the fear the Lord is going to bring on the earth, man. You're going to fear alone, man. You might have a heart attack, man. So the beast they heard and the hissing of snakes, it's going to terrorize you, man. It's going to terrify you, man. Damn. He says they died for fear, denying that they saw the air, which could no side be avoided, man. Nothing that the Lord is going to bring on the earth you're going to be able to turn it back from you, man. Nothing. You ain't going to be able to call on Jesus in that day. The only name that you're going to be able to call on, and that's if you repented to the Lord, is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. But I'm going to end it there, man. Lord, when it was edifying, I'm going to end it there. Shalom. Shalom.